game happened on Monday, February 5th. The first game is the Dallas went to Sixers with no Joel Embiid. The news came out he's going to be out minimal 4 weeks. They said came out today. It could be more, to be honest. Let's just monitor and see when he could actually get back. Luka played well. Kyrie played well. This was a blowout, really. Um, again, Luka has been putting up great numbers all year, but the team needs to win for sure. Maxi Kleber had a block, 5 assists, 4 rebounds, and 2 threes. He's been starting. You could have him until Derek comes back. Derek Jones Jr. played pretty bad. They do have a back-to-back, so like some of the guys you could stream Josh Green, Derek Jones Jr. Like if they play bad today, just hold on for another day. Grant Williams, if you stream him. Tim Hardaway Jr. went 0 for 8. If you want threes and points, he could be a streamer. But now Kyrie and Luka both back. I think we know his usage is going to take a dip. Right, it's kind of to be expected. We look at the Sixers. Well, Paul Reed, is he a must roster? The first 2 games, no. And there will be games he pops off. But for now, not Doc Rivers. Nick Nurse does not fully trust him, right? Maybe they just go small a lot of the times. Tobias Harris had a decent game. Tobias Harris is going to have a great. Same thing with Maxey. They're in a unique situation where their number one player went down, but they're still competitive, right? They might want to make the playoffs, so they're gonna play all these guys, big minutes, big usage. Tyrese Maxey pretty bad as well, 15 points, 7 assists. The only thing is the efficiency. I think Tobias's efficiency maybe not a big hit, but Maxey's I feel like a lot more teams just really gonna design their defense around him. Cal Oubre Jr. I think is a must roster, 19 points and 2 threes with Joel Embiid out. They really need his scoring. Moving on to the next game, the Kings got destroyed by the Cavs on the road. De'Aaron Fox kind of keep it hot, just 1 assist, but still had added 2 steals and a block. And how about Sabonis? Just unbelievable numbers, Sabonis. His rankings in 9 category leagues is not that amazing. Sabonis, 33rd ranked player. But he's averaging 8.2 assists this year. It's almost at Jokic level. But just no lack of defensive stat, but he's shooting again 62% from the field, which is really good. Keegan Murray, another game kind of struggling, 2 threes and 10 points, but he's still a hold. While Harrison Barnes is playing a lot better lately. If you want to stream him for points and threes, you could, but he offers you nothing else. Malik Monk came off the bench, had 2 threes and 18 points. He's a guy that we could roster if you're looking for assists, points, and threes. Only 1 assist here. For the Cavs, Darius Garland, okay, 27 minutes here. Still super disappointing. Super disappointing year. I think it could be a buy low opportunity. Just give him some time to ramp up, and he start having great numbers. Donovan, 29 points. Yeah, again, I added 2 steals, 5 threes, 5 assists. Donovan just super good this year. Jared Allen, 2 blocks, and Evan Mobley had 14 rebounds, 7 assists, 2. So I mean, they all played well, and this game wasn't particularly close. And Max Strus had 22 points with 6 threes. The next game, but the Lakers got another win while they beat Charlotte. So I don't know if it means anything, but they did beat. Is it Oklahoma City Thunder? Who did they beat a couple of days ago? Which is quite impressive. LeBron, AD both played. When they both play and they're giving their 100%, the Lakers do pretty well. D'Lo played 40 minutes. Last game he only played 20. Another great game here, 28 points. And this week is the trade deadline, so a lot of things could potentially happen. Maybe potentially with D'Lo, who knows? Austin Reeves had 11 assists. That's also amazing. AD and triple-double. You don't see that very often. 11 assists, amazing. 3 blocks. AD can get more assists. Well, we know his fantasy ceiling is over the years is number 1, number 2. Now if he adds in assists, it's gonna be scary. But I think there's a new guy in town, Wembanyama. His ceiling is for sure number 1. LeBron James, played okay, 26 points. He's still doing it at this age, which is pretty remarkable. And Rui Hachimura played 29 minutes. Not really interested in him. And we look at the Charlotte Hornets. Nick Richards, a must roster. 32 minutes, 9 rebounds. Didn't really do much, but 9 rebounds in a block. A center played 32 minutes. And Brandon Miller. How about Brandon Miller? Another 30-point game. He is the second pick. Nobody really talks about him that much. Everybody's talking about Wembanyama. And, he's actually decent. Like, at least lately. He's putting up numbers. Scoring really, really well. 33 points and 5 threes. Obviously a must roster. Must roster. Also a bit sell high. If you can do it. Because the last couple of games, LaMelo Ball was out. And with LaMelo Ball out, Ish Smith came in and played 34 minutes. I don't think I want to stream him. I don't think LaMelo Ball is going to be out for that long. Yeah. PJ Washington played 34 minutes. Played all right. And Miles Bridges, of course, 41 points and 4 assists. But have 0 rebounds. That, you don't see that very often. Miles Bridges gets 0 rebounds. That's actually wild. 5 threes. He must be really unlucky this game. But again, 41 points is amazing. Also a bit sell high. Moving on to the next game. The Golden State Warriors beat the Brooklyn Nets 109-98. Great win for them. Steph Curry carrying the team again, 29 points. But again, this year, really not a lot of assists, really not a lot of defensive stats. He is kind of getting old. So, And Klay Thompson. This is okay. Like, Klay is okay. Like, goes 0 for 9, 0 for 3. This is okay. Like, you don't have to force too many shots. He's a -1 here too. 8 points. You don't need 20 shots. You don't need to force anything. Yeah. I think, to be honest, if Klay just played a little bit smart, Warriors could have easily won 3 or 4 more games, because they're in so many close games, and Klay just shoots away. Yeah, like they could easily just win 2 or 3 more games if Klay just not being dumb. And who knows, however more if you switch Klay with somebody else. I don't know. Jonathan Kuminga, amazing, 28 points. Obviously must roster everywhere. A steal and 2 blocks. Like, he's actually really good. So the criticism to Steve Kerr is valid. Why not give him more minutes, even with everybody out? So yeah, Draymond. He's playing at the center. I mean, they're experimenting different lineups. He's putting up great numbers. Must roster, obviously. Podziemski played 38 minutes, 11. He grabbed a lot of rebounds. For now, he's also a must roster. Just look at the minutes. It will be interesting to see what happens when Chris Paul comes back. Who's going to lose out a few minutes. Chris Paul is not going to play 35. He's going to play 25 to 30 minutes. Draymond maybe loses a few minutes, right? It'll be interesting to see. And the Warriors, they didn't shoot the ball at all. 4 for 22. Only Steph Curry made any 3. And they still won the game. Because the Nets shot 38% at home. Claxton had 7 blocks. Unbelievable. Not much else, but 7 blocks. Come on. Cameron Johnson, Mikal Bridges. Identical stat, except Cameron Johnson did it in 26 minutes. Very disappointing year for Mikal Bridges, but still a block here is okay. But he's not a guy that we're going to draft in the 2nd round next year. Maybe 3rd, because he doesn't miss games. He doesn't miss games until he does. Cam Thomas, 18 points, 2 steals. 10 for 11 from the free throw line is great. A must roster, but he'll have games like this. You gotta be prepared to pump field goal with him. Spencer Dinwiddie played 39 minutes, 5 assists and 2 3. He just kind of washed, to be honest. He's starting point guard. He's got to be the worst fantasy starting point guard in the league. Yeah. Moving on to the next team. This is a shootout. Clippers beat the Hawks 149-141. I mean, Clippers just keep it rolling. Harden, almost another triple-double. Just the efficiency is insane with Harden this year. Harden, obviously the Clippers system is also good. He's a 16th ranked player. Man, 30 points, 10 assists, 2 7 blocks, 6-3, 10 for 10 from him. What more do you want from this guy? And what more do you want from Kawhi Leonard? 65% one. This is also against the Hawks team that don't play much defense, but still feel pretty impressive. Paul George, Just kind of mad. Paul George is he's not a guy that gets drafted in the second round anymore. So on a per game basis, you know he's well. Oh my God, he's a 13th ranked player. What am I saying? I think lately he's been kind of bad, but on the season still amazing. Because the 3.4 threes is huge, 1.6 steals. His assist is kind of low this year, but only 2 turnovers, and he's still averaging 22.6 points with 90% from free throw line. Although he only gets to it 3.8 times. Like this year, his usage is down big. I mean, years in the past, you get 5 assists but 3 turnovers. Mason Plumlee, I think with Zubac out, he's a streaming option, but he doesn't get huge minutes. Russell Westbrook came in and played 26 minutes. His minutes is up and down, but he's taken this role gracefully. Some games he's going to get 26 minutes, and he plays well. And he gets defensive stats, 2 steals and a block. And some games, he doesn't really get. You only get 50 minutes, which is okay. I think Russ is okay with this and they're winning. So for the Hawks, Sadiq Bey, I think he should be rostered. The minutes is super high. For threes and some rebounds, he can chip in some points in defensive stack. Jalen Johnson, another bad game, shooting the ball wise, but the minutes is still good. No worries there. Still added 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and a block. Okongwu, in the short term, Capella is gonna be out. Okongwu, 80% from the field, 1 block, could be more, and 4 offensive rebound. DeJounte Murray, is he gonna get traded? We'll see. Not the best game here. Shooting the ball wise, and Trae Young had 25 points, 12 assists, and 3 threes, 6 for 6 from. It's good. Trae played well, and Bogdanovic came off the bench, has 16 points and 4 threes. He attempts a lot of threes. Moving on to the last game of the night, this one really wasn't close. The Pelicans destroyed. Emmanuel quickly played 24 minutes, had 6 assists. Gary Trent, absolutely nothing. I wouldn't drop him after this bad game, to be honest. Bruce Brown had 9 AM. They'll play bad because the blowouts. Pirtle actually had a great game, 28 minutes, 14 points, 9 rebounds. If somebody drop Pirtle, he's also a must roster. No questions asked. And Dennis Schroeder, I think we can really let him go. Like if you are looking for assists, I feel like they're better options. Like he's gonna give you 3-4 assists. Maybe it's better off streaming somebody than hold him full time. But again, if you look for assists, they got a good schedule coming up. Sure, go at him. For the Pelicans, Brandon Ingram had 41 points in 30 minutes. Very, very impressive. Valanciunas, for whatever reason, goes 4 for 14, struggled, but they got the win. Zion Williamson played just 22 minutes. Trey Murphy played 24. They got a lot of great players on this team, so a lot of times it's just everybody can play 24 minutes, and everybody have a positive plus and minus. Larry Nance Jr. was a plus 27. Herbert Jones, is he the must roster? I think he's just a streaming option for defensive stats. Same thing with Trey Murphy. If their schedule is good, go pick them. But they just don't have enough minutes. And that's it, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.